So in this video, we're going to talk about forward ref in React. So the forward ref basically a technique to pass ref from a parent component to one of its child component. So suppose we have one parent component and also we have one child component. So the parent component can use the forward ref and it can pass one ref to the child component. And because of this ref, the parent component now can access DOM elements of the child component. Now because the parent component has access to the DOM of the child, now the parent component can manage focus to one of its elements and also it can perform animations. Now to create the forward ref, we use React.forwardRef. So this is a method. So this method takes one component as the argument and then it returns one new component where we have the ref forwarding functionality. So like an example, here we have one parent app component and the app component rendering this child input component. So the child component has this input field. Now what we want, whenever we click on this parent button, we wanted to focus on this child input component. So here you can see we have this parent focus input button. So whenever we click on this, we wanted to focus on the child input element. Now to implement that, we can use the forward ref technique. Here we have to import forward ref from the React and this is a function. So we have to pass this component as an argument to the forward ref function. So here we're gonna pass the component. Now the child component will receive props and the ref from the parent component and then we can use this ref right here so that the parent component can access this DOM with the help of this ref. So we are done with the child component. Now here in the parent component we have to create the ref. So const input ref. So we're gonna use the use ref hook. Now we're gonna pass this ref to this child component as a prop. So here we're gonna pass the ref. So we're gonna pass the input ref. So now the parent component has access to the child DOM element. Now whenever we click on this button, so we're gonna add this on click handler. We're gonna handle the click. So let's now define the handle click. So whenever we click on this button, if we have this input ref dot current value, then we're gonna use the input ref dot current dot focus. So whenever we click on this button, because we have access to the child DOM input element, so we're gonna use that reference dot current dot focus method to focus onto that child input field. So now whenever we click on this parent focus button, so you can see we have focus to this child input element and that is possible with the help of this forward ref technique. So this is the way the parent component can use the forward ref technique and the parent can access the DOM element of the child component. So hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.